Disclaimer, please note that I am not hating on gacha. I used to be a gacha tuber myself, so I know that there is a small yet good side to the gacha community, and this video is for commentary and criticism purposes only. In this video, I will be looking through r/gachalifecringe. This subreddit only contains images of the cringy and bad side of gacha. Okay, with that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, first post comes from XX, and oh my, what a wonderful way to start off this video. Yes, a gacha kid being blatantly racist, woohoo! Okay, so we have what looks like to be our main character here saying, I may be a black demon, but I'm not heartless. So in fairness, maybe the creator didn't mean it like that. Like, she's a demon, so maybe they were referring to black magic, like evil magic or something like that, but it doesn't look like that, does it? Yeah, no. Just like the person who posted this said, what does being black have to do with this? So, a bit of advice. If you were talking about the powers, maybe phrase it a bit differently. Like, try to make her say something like, I may be a dark magic demon, but I'm not heartless, or something like that. But if you're referring to her skin tone, just keep that out. I don't think that her skin tone is an important part of what's happening here. Unless we're missing something, just try to keep racist remarks out of anything that could be misconceived as a racist remark out of your video. We don't need that negativity, and it has no place in any kind of media. Also, I've seen many gacha kids exploiting racism and putting it into their GLMMs, and I think there's one that is really good and informative, but the others, it's clear they didn't do any research, or I don't know, and like they don't know anything about it at all, but I guess that's just what gacha kids tend to do. Most of them don't research any serious topic, like, at all. The most common one that I've seen, I think, is depression, which is actually really offensive to people who actually have depression. Like, I see a lot of kids even faking it, which is even worse. So, anyway, I'm getting off topic, but yeah, gacha kids, if you're gonna make videos about serious topics, do your research, because otherwise you're just gonna sound and look stupid, is what I'm trying to say. Let's move on to the next post. Oh my god. Oh wow, look, it's another gay stereotype femboy. Woohoo, so unique. Okay, so many OGs here will know that the thing I hate the most about the gacha community is the hella unrealistic stereotypes. I was actually planning on making a whole series about fixing stereotypes in gacha because I hate them so much. I just don't understand why every gay character in gacha life is always a femboy. I get that femboys exist, of course, but not every single gay guy is a femboy, and not every single femboy is gay. For crying out loud. Also, not to mention that they even make the femboy incorrectly. A femboy is the guy who acts and tends to dress feminine. Gacha kids cover femboys in pink and usually make them wear giant frilly dresses to the point where the character just looks like a girl. It's freaking hilarious. Okay, so here we have this absolute gem of a character. This is Hayden. He's gay. He loves pink. He's very nice. And he thinks the coronavirus is overrated. Are you serious? I hate it when gacha kids misinterpret the pandemic, because this thing is a huge disaster that is killing so many of our loved ones. It's just gross. I'm one of the lucky ones who have not lost a loved one, but imagine if you were someone who just lost someone important due to this virus, and then you see this. Also, when gacha kids spread misinformation about this to other kids, it could make them think the virus is not half as bad as it actually is, and make them careless about social distancing. This could also put them at a much higher risk of catching the virus, and also put people around them at a higher risk too. Okay, same thing as last time, don't exploit serious situations and spread misinformation. The coronavirus isn't a funny little joke that you can make fun of. I don't know how else to say that. Whether you've been misinformed or not, it does not matter. Don't make stupid, unlogical gacha videos about it, because for the love of God, people are actually dying from this, and it is a very real and serious thing. Okay, let's move on to a post that's a little more lighthearted. But just a little more, because, you know, this is the gacha community, so how much more lighthearted can you get, really? Oh look, here we have Michael announcing that he's pregnant. Okay, for the last time, gachas, flick through your biology in any beginner science book and realize boys can't get pregnant. Fun fact actually, if a man pees on a pregnancy stick and the results are positive, it's like a sign of testicular cancer or like some kind of cancer. So Michael, I wouldn't be celebrating too soon. Like, I get it that these are kids making these stories, but so like obviously it's not going to be, you know, logical 100%, but boys getting pregnant, seriously? For some reason, I just love wondering why when one of these male gachas pees on a pregnancy stick and it comes back positive, their first conclusion is that he must be pregnant. Like, there's no other explanation. It's just pregnant. I know gacha kids and logic definitely aren't the best of friends, but like, come on. A man's pregnancy is just impossible. That's something that most of us know when we're like 5. So either a 4-year-old are making these, or the characters are all seahorses. I'm slowly losing my mind questioning their logic. I think the only person who can do the Omegaverse concept of a male's pregnancy correctly is kind of ironic considering what one of my most viewed videos on this channel is. But it's Gacha Studios or something like that. She makes it just about as logical as a pregnant man story can get. I think the story is some science experiment went wrong and thus allowing some random guy named Henry to get pregnant, and he becomes famous kinda over it, and now there's these crazy scientists after him. I don't know, I haven't watched the series in a while, but what I'm trying to say is try to make your pregnant guy be like a mistake from a failed science experiment or like something crazy like that. What I mean is, don't make it just a natural thing that just happens, otherwise it'll be, you know, cringe. Try to make the story about the pregnant man, like that's the plot. For example, this couple has been trying to have a baby for a long time, but it never works. Then somehow the man gets pregnant, and the rest of the series is them trying to figure out why it happened. So, like, that's my advice for this post. In other words, don't throw a random pregnant guy into the story and have no one question it, like, at all. And act like it's some normal thing, basically. On to the next post. The character kind of reminds me of that one character from FNAF named Michael. Oh wait. I think it is him. Holy shit. Hey, check it out. We have our first edgy, fake, depressed kid. God, I was hoping one of these would show up because they're truly, yes, they're truly the cherry on top of the gacha community. Like, it wouldn't be the gacha community without the edgy, without the edgy, fake, depressed kids. Like, they totally misinterpret depression too. As I said in the first post, they don't understand the first thing about it or what it's really like, but they choose to fake it for sympathy. Anyway, it's pretty stupid, not gonna lie. I don't think there's any criticism I can give here apart from, don't fake depression. It's not a stupid joke you can use for clout, not funny, didn't laugh. It can also be really, really offensive to people who have actual depression too, because if you think about it, with all this fake depression going around, no one on the internet, or at least in the gacha community, really believes people who are actually depressed and need help, which is absolutely awful. So in this post we have a really edgy bio. It says black heart emoji is equal to broken. Oh wow, so edgy and quirky and unique. Isn't it unique and quirky, you guys? First off, no, the black heart emoji has no real meaning. It's just a black heart emoji. Honestly, it's just the same as the purple heart or the yellow heart, but I guess fake depressed kids are gonna go out of their way to find anything normal and somehow make it edgy and quote-unquote deep. Oh my god, I'm getting heavy r/I'm 14 and this is deep vibes off of this. I feel like I'm saying this for every single post, but gacha kids either tend to milk off of serious topics or use it to get sympathy clout, which usually leads them to milking off of it. I swear to god, if I had €1 for every time I saw a fake depressed gacha kid, I wouldn't having to make money off of YouTube. Hell, I'd be so rich, I could retire before I even start going to work. But yeah, fake depression, no bueno, kids. There's like other ways to get clout than faking mental illness, and as like, especially depression, because that's like one of the most sensitive mental illnesses out there. One tip I give is cover interesting topics. Like, that's how I started to grow tremendously in the past couple of months, and I don't see a fake depressed gacha video in sight. Okay, I'm moving on to the next post. Alright, we got thick-thighed McGee here. So as the poster said, the shading is quite good. I like what they did with the hair, and the overshading in the eyes is strangely appealing. What else can I say that's nice? I have to say something nice, otherwise my mom will let me take down this video. I like the shading. There, now you have no excuse to maybe take this down. Okay, moving on. The thighs and chin are really pudgy, but the torso isn't, and that's just something I found really weird. Like, if you want to make your character thick, then you have to make her entire body pudgy, otherwise it just doesn't work. And it kind of just looks like that you just slap 3 separate parts together, like pudgy legs, slim body, and pudgy chin, which really does not look that good. The I'm not fat, I'm thick meme is just, it's just cringe in itself, but I think in this sense the word thick is supposed to be comedically misspelled. Like, it's meant to be thick with 2 C's instead of CK at the end, which is actually really funny, because when the gachatuber actually spells something right, it's not meant to be spelled right. Okay, also at the top of the thighs, they look a bit too rounded. I get it, if you're drawing pudgy thighs, you want them to be a bit round, but these these are too unrealistically rounded. They kind of look like 2 beach balls are in her legs. I know that's a strange way of describing it, but that's just what it looked like to me. Also, I said before, I like the shading, but I feel like there's no light to it. Like, there's no shading on the clothes at all, which is a little strange because of the eyes are so well shaded. I feel like you need to shade the clothes a bit, otherwise it looks too flat when put next to the detailed hair and eyes. But that's just my opinion, I guess. The I'm not fat, I'm thick meme is kind of cringe by itself. I think I said that already, but it's definitely not as bad as some of the other posts. Like, at least this girl knows what she's doing, I mean, to an extent. But yeah, this one is definitely not the worst. It just needs a bit of improvement. Or you could just draw your own art. Like, then you wouldn't have to go through the hassle of resizing the proportions to be more chubby. Like, you know, you could just draw it like that originally, but I mean, I'm not here to critique the obvious. Well, I am, but you know, not that obvious. Okay, let's move on. Alright, Smurf Cult, let me introduce you to the reason I left the gacha community. For some reason, gacha kids, especially gacha boys, I mean, I have seen it with girls, but mostly boys, they tend to think their shirt is like a nutritious meal. Because I've seen it in so many times, gachas lifting their shirts with their mouths, like why would you want to eat your shirt? Someone feed them, they must be on the brink of starvation. I'm just kidding, by the way. I know that this is the kind of thing gacha boys thinks makes them look sexy, which it really doesn't. It's just cringy. Like, no one in their right mind thinks her stomach is hot, Jared. Oh my god, I really don't want to give criticism because I don't want to help this disgusting child get better at this disgusting edit, but I suppose I can say something about the clothes. The way the shirt is bending looks like it's sort of defying gravity. A bit like there's no wrinkles on the clothes where the character is pulling up the shirt. It's certainly just bending up completely straight instead of being lifted upwards, which really looks weird. And like, how should I say it? It looks janky, I suppose. Also the abs, at least I think they're supposed to be abs, they don't look like abs. They look like a scar that he got from having surgery, which definitely is not what you want to go for. Like, abs aren't a single line down the middle of the belly with curvy lines coming out of them. Like, they're a lot more detailed than that. So if you're drawing abs, I recommend using a reference, because I mean, I find using references so much easier than when drawing complicated things like abs. So the shading in the eyes, I suppose it's okay. Like, I think the big thing you need to work on here is anatomy and gravity. Also, don't make cringy edits thinking it's attractive, because in reality, gacha is not attractive, like, at all. So chances are the only people you're attracting are stupid kids who are like 8 and think they need a boyfriend at that age, and all others just find it cringe as hell. So stop, please. I beg you. I'm crying and shaking. Please stop posting cringy suggestive crap while thinking that it's hot. These kids, I swear I'm slowly losing my mind, so let's move on to the next post. Okay, on to the last post for today. I feel like if I consume any more of this, I'm gonna have the urge to pour a gallon of bleach into my eyes, which will not be fun for anyone. That was a joke, by the way. Don't pour bleach into your eyes. So here we have a gacha character named Me saying, "Yas, crappy witch is flipping dead, she's so thoughty." And in the back we have Galaxy is okay, who I'm pretty sure is meant to be dead. If you didn't know, Galaxy is a YouTuber who makes gacha cringe comps and thus gets a crazy amount of gacha kids making killing videos on her. Obviously the idea of making killing videos isn't funny, but when gacha kids make terribly made killing videos on people who make gacha cringe comps, I'm not about to pretend I'm not laughing my ass off. Actually, I just realized I'm making a gacha cringe comp. Somebody please make a killing video on me. I genuinely love to see that. Now back to the post. It's pretty clear this was either made by a young and toxic gacha kid, or it was made by a troll. What I think is funny is she said she's so thoughty. Yes, I have seen this kid's channel name, and it's literally about just as quote-unquote thoughty as it can get. I'm not going to share her name, obviously, because that's not a nice move, but I'm sure you'll find this video if you just search up Killing Galaxy is Okay. It's pretty easy to find it, not gonna lie. Just, please don't attack her, as she's probably just a kid, you know. I don't think I can give criticism on this image itself, as it's literally a killing video, but what I will say is probably something I say in every video, but please learn to take others' opinions. There's gonna be people who don't like gacha, like me, or even hate it, and that's okay. Like, there's no law saying you have to like gacha, so stop, please. What am I doing? Alrighty, that was it for this little rant on kids who literally can't take opinions so badly that they pretend to kill the person who has an opinion. That'll be all for reading through these posts, and I'll get right into the outro. Hi, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I suppose this is the part of the video where I plug my Discord server, so yeah, I have a Discord server now. I made it for a 6K special like a week ago, but oh my god, you guys, I'm growing so fast, like what the actual hell. But yeah, you can join my Discord server in the description. It's called the Smurf Cult. I'd say for my next video, I'll probably have a scripted plugging for my Discord server that I can put at the start of every video. So yeah, please join, I need more members. Also, I'd like to say, if you're a gacha tuber, then please don't be offended by this. These are just some posts that I myself found cringe. As I said at the start of the video, I don't hate all gachas, but if I critiqued an edit which had something that you do in it, then please take the criticism. Don't be rude, because I'm really only trying to help, you know. So yeah, join my Discord and don't be offended, please. Yeah, bye.
Bro, you just posted the cringe. You're going to lose. Subscribe.